first week or the first couple days in May, starting with the end of April 28th and going to May 4th with this kit from Plan Ahead Printables off of Etsy. And I am using a Star Wars theme made of 4th Be With You kit. Stay tuned if you want to see how this kit turns out. Hey, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. This planner spread today will be for April 28th through May 4th. And I'm using this printable sticker kit from Plan Ahead Printables, as stated earlier. There's some Star Wars nods, and I'm really excited. I didn't have a clear direction I wanted to go into. I saw this kit and I knew exactly what I wanted to do. So let's get into it. I'm a semi Star Wars fan, but I am definitely Star Wars adjacent. My husband, Star Wars fan and fanatic adjacent. My husband is a Star Wars fan, and so with that being the case, I have watched every movie, Star Wars movie, multiple times, and yeah, so I said, why not? I've never done a Star Wars kit, and so there's a first time for everything. I'm going to start with dating these headers. This is the week of April 28th through May 4th, and so that's the reason why I'm using this kit. Thursday is May 1st. We are already working in May. It seemed like we just celebrated New Year's and we're going into the 5th month. I mean, time is flying by, literally. I can't, it's like, hold on. It's coming. Like the next month, if you blink, time flies by. So here we are. I appreciate you hanging out with me and coming back to the channel. And if this is your first time with me, I hope you take the time to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when another video will be out. I've been sticking to a routine. I usually get the post out on Mondays and by Friday, but I might throw some other things in, but I'm kind of locking into that schedule. I wanted to naturally come into that time without forcing it. So whatever felt natural is what I was going to do. Weekends get really busy for me sometimes, and so I'm not always able to record on the weekends, but I really try. So this video should be up Tuesday, the 29th, and I just want to make sure I get it out there in time. I'm gonna have a couple videos this week. I have lined up May planner setup, the calendar month of May Hobonichi, and then also the Hobonichi, the May calendar in my Hobonichi weeks, because I usually decorate that, and then the May weekly spread for April 28th through May 4th. I want to share my planner or my planner notebook for our moving, but I'm still tweaking out, working on a couple tweaks of what I want to have in it. So as soon as I get that finished, I'll share the journey. I plan on sharing maybe some vlogs of us preparing for this move and things like that. So if you're interested in that type of comment, drop a note down in the comments that we're relocating from the East Coast over back to the South or Southwest. So I'm excited about that. All right, put my headers down. I think usually I like to frame my page, so we're gonna go with these borders. And there's one border I saw. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use this wide. It's like the when the music comes on in the very beginning of Star Wars, uh, and they're showing the words going at the bottom of the page. Yeah, so this definitely seems like what I want to capture at the bottom of the page here in this planner spread. Now, I did fix the settings on my silhouette to do better, but I guess you just have some weak spots sometimes. So I'm going to use this to frame my page. I'm going to the bottom because there's so many pieces to this kit. I want to make sure I'm allowing myself enough space to put everything down. I want to cut that because this is a thicker sticker paper, so put that there. Let's get this other strip down. I hope your week has been off to a good start. And like I said, this should go up on Tuesday. So how are your goals? How are you doing with planning? Did you get a spring start planner? I've always gotten my either I've been on an academic schedule or I've been on a year schedule. I never picked up a planner that started in April. I guess because by April I'm setting into whatever routine or what I've established previously. So, well, let me know. Did you start a spring start Hobonichi? Are you still deciding what are your plans? So we're gonna put something over here on the sidebar because I usually will keep track of things. Usually reminders, to dos, and what have you. So we're gonna put that there. That's R2-D2, and can't remember his name. That's crazy. But I'm going to put a sidebar header here. Let's use some of this. It's a lot of colors, a lot of blues and greens, cool tones. So let's do that. Let's that border. We're gonna layer some stuff. Have some lifesavers. I think it's just a fun kit with a lot of different pieces. So I'm going to use these dots to list out notes. And use this. This is going to be a fairly fast setup. I'm being mindful of how long or how much time I spend on the video. 4 is enough, and we have that. I think I want to add another header. So I'm going to put that back down. And put a place for meals. Okay. Don't have a whole lot going on this week. It's pretty calm. Last week went by pretty fast. I guess my focus is to be placed on making sure I have meals prepared and ready and then just work. We officially move into actually doing some serious packing. I think moving always gives you a time to purge stuff you're no longer using or stuff you acquired in the time that you were in the house that you're leaving or the place that you're leaving. So I want to get a head start on that type of stuff and be able to slim down how much stuff we're actually taking, especially with a trip that we're moving across country. I don't want to move stuff or pay for the movement of things I'm not going to use. That's not bringing us joy or suiting our needs any longer. So May will be a lot of decluttering or destashing whatever things we don't need or whatever clothes we don't wear anymore. Um, Time to make donations and get rid of them. We did a big one before we moved here, and I imagine that it'd probably be another big haul since we were here almost 5 years. One thing is that I have to do is that real ID. I have that on schedule, so I need to go get my real ID, my ID replaced for my state so that I'm able to fly after May 7th. You never know when you have to get somewhere, and I can't be stuck without having the proper identification so that I can get on the plane. I'm gonna stick this weekend sticker here. So I thought I was gonna be able to get an appointment sooner, but I kept digging and digging, so I did find an appointment for this Saturday, and that is something I need to take care of to get a real ID. That's on schedule. I am definitely preparing for that. Make sure I have all my documents. I talked to one of my friends. I said, "Do you need to bring in all the things to get a real ID?" And she said, "Yes." It's like starting all over again. So, if you ever been to your local DMV or your Secretary of State to get anything taken care of, you might as well make sure beforehand you have everything you need. And so I need to make sure that I have everything all packed up and ready to go when we leave to go for the appointment. So we have some cute designs here. It's all the main characters of Star Wars. It's like Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Anakin, R2-D2, well, I can't think of his name. I'm slaughtering. Man, but the baby what do you call him? Baby Yoda. I have all that. They have all that in there, and of course, it is. Oh, all right. Put it through here, and that stops right there. That's perfect with that design. Um, I'm putting a to-do list to remember to gather this. I don't want to wait till Saturday to have it, so I want to make sure I have it all laid out by Thursday. Mark down some information here, and I love all the deco. This kit had plenty of options. I mean, when I say plenty, plenty. So this is another washi strip. They were some of the items. Some of the sheets were sold separately. So if you attempt to go get this kit, you have to be prepared to buy, I think, 3 files. So just FYI, we want to start right here and go here. Okay. Put that over the center. And fold it so it's creased. All right. And these are some big juicy labels. We'll put that down as a reminder because I need to mark down it is my depicting week, so to put that there over Tuesday. I like these just fun, colorful stickers. I want to make sure I put all my things I need to remember. It's due on the 1st. And put a sticker up there. And it's not like I can forget that. We'll put a sticky there. Let's put the sticker here. May the fourth be with you. We have some big deco. Do or do not. Do or do not. There is no try. So I like that statement, and we're gonna put that right there. As far as schedule things, I work. That's the normal. I just wanted some different, playful. Use Star Wars stickers. I like to have a little fun in my planners. I like to have something to look at when I flip back into my planner. So yeah, this is just a fun kit. It doesn't always have to be serious. As long as it's serving the function that you need it to serve. That's the point of it. We have two trash days. And that's usually Wednesday and Friday. Let's put one on Wednesday. It's also recycle day. So that's when to write that in. Recycle, trash, and recycle. There's the trash. Light house cleaning on Saturday. That over here. This is before we go to our appointment. We need to do a small grocery list haul, and I need to make sure I give that to my husband because he's gonna pick up the stuff. I do grocery order, and then I pick up whatever I didn't order that day. So that's today, Tuesday, and make a list. Put that there. These bows. So we use these bows to indicate work times, but my schedule don't change. It's the same from week to week unless it's something that I have to do that will require me not to be at work during those normal times. Other than that, I'm at work the same time every day, every week. So we just put these little markers here. And okay, we're getting there. I'm being mindful of my time because actually recording this on the morning before I go to work. But I gotta give myself enough time to get out of here and get to work. So this is a printable kit that I printed out and I cut from Planner Head stickers. I think I did a kit which is about 2 weeks ago from the same small business sticker shop, and I like the variety, the number of options that is included. It's a lot of stickers. So we have some stars. And I like the fact that there's plenty of sticky little notes on this extra on the page. So these I put these as reminders. Put that down a little further. And yeah, these stars. That adds a little oomph to the page. We can fit that in right there. And stick that there. All right. Let's do some more stickers for reminders. things that I usually either have to do myself or I need to remind my husband or my daughter that it needs to be done. Friday, and then let's see. I wanted to go to the movies last week. It didn't make it. I don't know if we're going to get to go this week or not. It's just time flies by so fast where you don't get a chance to do everything that you plan, or it'll be a matter of just tired. I'm getting older and I realize I don't have as much time as not much energy as I used to have. And sometimes that's hard to reckon with. That you don't have the same amount of energy, can't do all the things that you normally do, or you used to do. And aging, getting older sucks sometimes, but I'm grateful for getting older, but just all the consequences that come with getting older. And that's why you have to really be intentional about what you're doing with your body and your health, and making sure that you're eating correctly. That's hanging off the page. Just cut that off. Cut the edge off. I'm not gonna try to raise it up. That one gripped pretty good. And do what's right and do what's healthy for you. Yeah. So, like I said, it's not that I am not grateful, but boy, I have plenty of stickers to use on a daily page. But so far I think that is all the decor I need to put down. In some information. It's not a whole lot that I have to do. This is my week spread for April 28th through May 4th. It is the Star Wars theme. This kit is from Plan Ahead Printables, and I'll put the link to the shop below. But thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate your time, and that does not go get lost that you took the time to stop to watch this video. If you like what you've seen here, please make sure that you like and subscribe and share with a friend, a family, a member that you think could benefit from watching my videos. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.